Doing well today. This video is quite a general one, really. Well, because I was watching some videos earlier on YouTube, and I need to explain that with mine, they're not monetized. Whether they get monetized, I don't know. I mean, that's up to God, because obviously you need a certain amount of subscribers and views to do that. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, if God chooses to provide money in that way, then great. If he chooses not to, then okay, great. Yeah, because whatever money is provided, that's God's money. You know, if I get money via YouTube, that's God's money. And the problem is, if you make money through YouTube, then you are pressured through the desire to make more money to make videos all the time, and you're going to make rubbish. You're going to start making stuff that means nothing at all, just to make videos. And you have couples on there, and it's oh Jesus Christ. You have couples that play tricks on each other and like to prank each other. And they just do it for year after year after year after year after year. And you can see that, that relationship is going to struggle. And a few of the relationships of the people that have been doing it for a good sort of 5 to 10 years have broken up. Because, of course, what happens is if you're doing that, and it's about pranking your partner for getting likes and getting subscribers and all the rest and views, then your whole life is about causing pain to your loved one. Now, if you love someone, the last thing you want to do is cause them pain. So if your job is to cause pain to the person you love, then you've got to question, do you really love that person? What is more important to you? If you're videoing, your YouTube career is more important than your relationship, then really you need to take a second to sit down and think about where you want to be and what you want in the next few years. Because chances are you will not have that husband or wife, and maybe even the children that you have. You won't have them either. You're going to lose that for what? And as your whole YouTube life was about pranking your wife or your husband, then you lose that as well. Because once you lose your husband or wife, then you've got no one to prank. All you've got is a sad story to tell people. That you've lost it all because of the fact that you were more concerned. And I mean, put it this way. When you see people on YouTube, when they've done a video, and they say, "Oh, I love you," to their viewers, they do. They actually do. They really do love their viewers, even though they've never met most of them, and they don't have any clue whatsoever about what these people are like. The fact these people give them views, give them likes, and subscribe to them, and maybe recommend them to others, means that they get money. And that's all they care about is the money. The money, because some of these people make a huge amount of money. But you see them, like you've got the reactions ones, and that's a bugbear of mine, these reaction ones, because in most of the cases, the people don't even bother to actually listen to the thing they're supposed to be reacting to. They start talking all the way through it, and it's like, well, how can you react to something that you're not even bothered to listen to? And that's the thing, I could do that. I could do reaction videos because I'm just as capable of those people to react to them. But I'm not going to do that. I mean, first of all, most of the things that are worth reacting have already been covered. Well, as far as I know, I could do bigger videos. I could react to ministry videos that have been put on in the past. I could do that, but then again, why? Why? It's only my opinion. I could be bigging someone up who shouldn't be bigged up, or I could be tearing someone down who shouldn't be teared down. And so I'm not going to do that. In the end, I don't care, really. I do the stuff I do, And if people like it, great. I mean, if it helps somebody. I mean, my hope, of course, I mean, I did one the other day called In His Name, and that one I think is probably the most important video I've done in totality. And after doing that, I felt better. I felt more positive, actually, I think, in my being, because I've got that out. That was a very important thing in me that I need to get out, that I need to share with people. And I've shared that now. Because I've shared that and it's now out there, hopefully people can be blessed by it, because in that video there's a lot of information there about how to get from wanting to serve to actually serving, how to be turned into a vessel that can glorify God. And that's what it's all about. It is, because to me, YouTube videos are about training. It's about training me, that when God gives me something to say, I say that, and then that's it. That I speak as God is speaking to me, that I shouldn't be giving more than that. Because more than that, again, we get into the position of opinion. And, my opinion is made up of all the people that give me their opinion. Whether that's people that I've met, whether that's family, and you certainly don't want their opinion. Whatever Christian I've met, videos I've watched, books I've read, these are things that have all shaped my opinion. So truth is what you need. Opinion isn't. Opinion is of no use whatsoever. I'm not a comedian, so there's no point me trying to do videos and make people laugh, because I can laugh and joke. I can be funny at times, but it's not a career. I'm nowhere near good enough in that sense to have a career in that way, and I wouldn't even try to do it on YouTube. I could do fitness videos, but again, no. I could do it, but there's people that are better and know more and have the equipment to do that. So no point doing that. I could do videos on football. Because I like football. But again, there's enough people doing that. So I do what I do because that's what I understand, that's what I know, and that's what I'm passionate about. And that's a reward in itself. Like doing the one in His Name, it was reward enough to just do that video. Massive reward, because that was important. It was important to get that out, because when you're in a situation where you've been in churches and people believe that once saved, always saved, where they believe that as a Christian you don't really need to serve God, you just need to go to church occasionally and be part of a church, and that's what being a Christian is all about. And the Holy Spirit was given to the early church to help set that up, but it's not really available to us. It wasn't meant for us. And you get all these sort of understandings, like that person that told me that that when you repent when you first become a Christian, that's it, you repented, you don't need to repent again. What? But this is the point, isn't it? No, okay. People aren't necessarily taught these things, but the problem is people aren't necessarily taught. Because for people to believe these things, it means that the truth of these issues isn't being taught. If it was, then people couldn't believe such stupid things like that. But the reason they believe it is because the truth of the situation, the truth of that issue, isn't being taught. Because, of course, pastors don't want to teach that. Because it's upsetting if you say to people, that only people who abide in the Lord will be saved. And that faith without works is dead. So you really do have to be cleansed to be a vessel that God can use. And once God starts to use you, then that's evidence of your faith. Because otherwise your faith is dead if there's no works from it. And so there's no certainty that you're saved because you have no works. There's no evidence that you are saved because the evidence that you're saved is your works. Now, most people in churches are going to be looking at that and thinking, he's saying that I'm not saved. That's not going to go down very well, is it? So, of course, they won't talk about that stuff. They allow people to have these weird and demonic beliefs. And so, of course, it's important to talk about that sort of stuff. And you've got people that talk about Christian stuff. I mean, initially, it was a case that when I made videos, I tried to keep the videos around 10 minutes because of the fact that I know myself that, you know, most people have a very, very short attention span. Yeah, they can only, you know, take in a certain amount of information. So I tried to keep the videos low. But then it just got to a point where I was like, okay, say what needs to be said and, you know, on the issue, and then end the video. There's no point talking after that. But there's no point trying to compact it all in for a shorter sort of space and time. I suppose what I was trying to do initially is that now what you see in videos that I do, or what you hear in videos that I do, is more the point. Is that I start off with one subject and then breach into, you know, come into another subject through that subject. Whereas what I was doing initially was deal with one subject, then do another video on that other subject. I'm not sure what's best. I'm not sure what is the right way to do it. I suppose that's one thing I need to learn. So I'll keep doing things when I can. I thought this one was important to do a video today, only because, as I say, I've looked at, I mean, the videos I saw today where the people were doing reactions was on Gabriel Iglesias, I think that's his name, and he's a comedian, Mexican comedian, and people were doing reviews of him. And I've seen, I think, probably about 10 different people reviewing one different clip of his. Now, guarantee you one thing, 8 of those people add nothing to the clip at all. 8 of those reactions add nothing whatsoever to that clip. Then doing reviews doesn't matter because they add nothing to it. Most of them tend to speak during the funniest bits. I mean, if you're going to actually review something, watch it first. You know, so learn which bits you're going to speak over, which bits you're not, if you're going to speak over it at all. I'd also say question the fact of whether your opinion really needs to be in there. Because in most cases it doesn't. Just let the comedian do his job. Yeah, listen to that and then react to it, because that's what react actually means. Is it you react to something once you've listened to it, and once you've seen it, you then react to it. What these YouTubers are doing is they see something funny, they just can't help themselves from talking during it. So, excuse me, you're not reacting, you're getting in the way of it. But they all seem to do the same stuff. They all seem to, you know, like Bill Burr's, you know, there's no reason to hit a woman is another one that's been done to death by people. Yeah. And again, they don't add anything to it. If you want to see a reaction, see one, that's it. You don't need to see more. So all these people doing it, be original. If you want to make money from YouTube, try and find something original to do, which other people aren't doing. Yeah, it's like you've got Aussie Man reviews. And they can be good because he does different stuff. Yeah, so each video could be doing something different. So respect that. Yeah, but he does clips that he's found online, and that's a bit of his commentary, but he's a comedian, so therefore his commentary can be quite funny. But I say he does different videos. These people, that sit down and just react to other people's work, you're trying to make money from what other people have done. Nothing you've done. You're just sitting there watching what someone else has done and often ruining it, or you give your opinion on it as if your opinion is worth anything because you're not a comedian. So how does your opinion on that bit of comedy really matter? But the problem is, YouTube is a way of making money. YouTube is a way that some people can, get money without working. And I think that is, generally speaking, the aim of most people, is to get money without working. I mean, one I was seeing earlier was H&M Adventures, and on one of the videos, the person put some writing to say they're near to 1,000 subscribers. And if people can do that, then they can get paid for their videos. No, videos of vlogs and reacting to, because they were the ones that were like the 10th people I've seen reacting to "There's No Reason to Hit a Woman" by Bill Burr. So, but then he puts that, and it's like, you're trying to actually earn a living through YouTube. But again, really, most of what you're trying to earn a living through is what other people have done. And so maybe a good idea is find a way to actually do stuff yourself. Well, like, for example, they have children. Because they have children, why not do videos, YouTube videos, on parenting advice, or advice that they've been given, or advice that they can give on that? Because parenting advice is something that is massively needed within society, and that's every single society you go into. There doesn't seem to be that anymore, because people have moved away from their aunties and uncles and brothers and sisters and parents. So where they used to have a massive extended family that could support them, now they don't have that. And certainly it's a case where communities don't seem to care to give parental advice, or to set things up, classes up to help parents. So, you're a youngish couple, you've got children, to do videos on parental advice. That to me is something different, it's something new, it's something that rightfully you could be helping people and being paid for, because it is like a job. You could do research, you could speak to people with children who could give you some advice, and you could then speak about issues of raising kids and the issues that can come up, and we're dealing with kids and how best to deal with those situations. That might be worthwhile. That might be something that can grow because of the fact you're doing something different. But this is a thing, is that YouTube is pretty much a cesspool of, everyone wants to have their little 5 minutes of fame, and YouTube is a way where they can get that. Which is why in my videos you won't see my face, you won't see my name. So I don't want fame. I really don't want fame in any way, shape or form. I couldn't care less if I have 8, 9, 10 subscribers, or if I have 10 million. It matters not. I'm not going to start making videos to serve the subscribers or to get more people to subscribe. Because I could do that. I could make videos, as I say, on certain subjects to get those people to come in and subscribe to watch my videos, so that I can get more interest that way, so that I can maybe get more subscribers and more views, so that I can eventually make money. But no. And when I make money about Christian issues, I don't make the sort of videos, and I don't say the sort of things that are going to make you feel all warm and fluffy, because there's enough people doing that. So that, I think, is the things I wanted to say today. I mean, YouTube is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to try and make money through YouTube or to see it as a job if you're willing to put the work in. Yeah, if you're not willing to put the work in, then really, come on. Yeah, you don't deserve to make a penny from it. You really don't. So put the effort in. Provide something that most people don't have or isn't really being provided on YouTube, and then you will rightly do well and earn money doing it. But you take care, folks. I don't know if I'm doing another video today. I have no idea. Or tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen or when the next video is going to be or what it's going to be on. So you take care. God bless. And I will speak to you when I speak to you. Have a fantastic week. And any questions, feel free to ask. Certainly any questions on anything I've said Christian-wise, feel free to ask. If I don't have the answer, I know someone who does. So, all right, you take care. God bless.